All right, so back to the lesson at hand. It's your girl Whitney once again with another cake video here. Come cake with me as I do this one. Now, first, this cake was definitely rushed. No baker ever really wants to admit that, but I'm gonna tell you it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Shout out to Tracy Gray, the one and only. Love her so much. She's been rocking with me for a very long time. But I'm going to tell you, she is a delightful person. She is wonderful. And to be graced with her presence is an experience. And she is one of the most indecisive people I've ever met in my entire life. But I love her so much. And when I tell you, it was harder to get the details for this cake. I had to have more patience than watching Will come out on that episode of Stranger Things. We knew he was gay, but we still love you anyway. And Tracy, I still love you anyway. So it was already paid for, but I had no idea what she wanted, what I was doing. So I didn't really get everything that I wanted for the cake after she finally sent me her inspiration on Tuesday night, which only gave me Wednesday and this morning, Thursday, to get it done. So surprisingly, your girl came through. Now, if you look at the body on this thing, because it's definitely got some body, this was not a light cake at all. It's actually two separate cakes stacked on top of each other. She couldn't decide if she wanted strawberry or lemon. I told y'all, she was indecisive. This is all the time, but I still love her. So I suggested that if you can't choose, even though I do have a strawberry lemon flavor, if you really don't want them together, I'll do two cakes and I'll just stack it high. And she agreed. I've never done that before, actually. This is my first go around with that, but it's nothing that I can't do, so. However, I did put the heavier flavor on the bottom because my strawberry cake, it's got diced strawberries in between the layers, and that can get pretty hefty there. So I definitely put that on the bottom, iced it, filled it, whatnot. Then I put a piece of wax paper on top of that because I wanted the lemon cake on top to separate from it without too much of a hassle. And then decorated the lemon. It does have a cake board in between the two different flavors, so she'll know when to stop, cut, separate, whatnot, and move on with her night. So this is the inspiration that she wanted. And I knew the only challenge I was going to come across with not knowing what I was doing that short notice is I was completely out of gold luster dust. And Amazon was just not going to get it to me on time. So I know Hobby Lobby has some. And I went and grabbed some of that instead and made it do what it do. Luckily, everything else was easier to come by. Roses are no problem, especially this time of year to get a hold of with Valentine's Day coming around the corner. FYI, if you have not ordered a treat box from me, shame on you because you definitely should have done that by now. I don't want nobody waiting last minute, and y'all need to stop being cheap. I know times are hard, but get your boo thing a gift box and stop playing. So, what I'm doing at this point, I've already done the stencil work. Cake is very, very simple, all black, not a whole bunch going on with color. Black, however, gets every freaking wear. We all know this. So I'm going over the part that I did the cake cone with the gold paint. Again, this is not the color I would necessarily use. I like the 24 karat gold luster dust. It legit looks like liquid gold when you're done with it. But the fan also, I would have preferred bigger. I tried to find a bigger one at Hobby Lobby. That was unsuccessful. Luckily, I had some paper fans handy anyway. I did order the crowns last minute. But the cake all together Even though I was completely stressed out, it still came through as it should because, you know, she don't ask for too much. That's why I don't mind her giving me a hard time. Um, Cake is super duper heavy though. And I did explain to her how to cut through it and break it down. I completely spaced when I put this on a white cake board. I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. Black, it just don't come off of, well, I should say it doesn't come off this white paper too good. So what I decided to do was cheat a little bit and go around that with some black buttercream also on the edge. I know I was going to be able to get it cleaned off of the gold cake board that I also made. Yes, I do make my own cake boards. But what I did, I'm going to go around here with the black buttercream. I went around that with a black ribbon. And by the time you get done with it, when it's all said and done, this is why we do what we do. This is why we stress for y'all. Be ready to pull our hair out. This is why we have the anxiety attacks that we have. We may even do a little ugly cry for about 2.5 seconds. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it.